Hey guys, we've told you once, we're going to tell you again. Remen is the renovation loan specialist. Listen, there's a lot of houses in this country right now that they just need a little tweaking and fixing up. Market it and go to Remen, the renovation specialist. All you have to do is click this banner right over there or somewhere around here. Now, this is really cool. Now, I don't know if you guys caught this, but we have new regulations in place to deal with your licensing, and these changes are absolutely huge. Now, this is if you're considering moving to a new company as a mortgage loan officer. So check this out. As of November 24th, loan officers who change corporate affiliation from a federally insured institution to a non-bank lender or move across state lines will be granted transitional authority that will allow them to originate mortgages while they work to meet their SAFE Act licensing testing requirements. And get this, you have 120 days to get that SAFE Act stuff done. This is massive. But maybe even more huge than this, originators can now move from a bank to a non-bank or to a new state and keep originating new mortgages without having to wait for a new license. Now, having dealt personally with quite a few lenders who've moved companies, one of the hardest components, if not the hardest component, is how does a loan officer do this seamlessly? Because right now, here's what's happening with every mortgage company in the country. What takes place is another mortgage loan officer who is licensed in that state will take the originations over from the moving loan officer and will work those files until the license comes through. Now, depending on the state, guys, this thing can take weeks. If the loan officer who's in transit decides to do anything to help that client, they can and will get busted. I've seen this happen before. Now, how in the hell is this helpful to anybody? This has always been completely asinine. Now, secondly, some companies are going to take a defensive posture with these changes. Well, now it's going to be easier to recruit my loan officers away from me. It's not true. If your loan officers are gonna leave, they're gonna leave. We can't be a needy boyfriend, right? Because remember, it also means it's gonna be easier for you to pick up new loan officers. See, because the key here for companies to succeed is it's all about your company and what you guys offer. You know, we talk about it over here all the time. Products, processes, pricing, and people. Those are the companies that are going to win, the one who have the magic four. And don't you think a little competition to keep mortgage companies on their toes, to keep their loan officers, which might just make this industry a little bit better off? Which brings me to my last point. Companies like Wells Fargo, Chase, and Quicken, who have either recommitted to writing more mortgages recently or just write more mortgages than anybody else, those companies are like the puppy factories of the mortgage industry. What they might make up in some pricing and a few products, they lose in service big time. They just do. The best LOs are the ones who can hack it without being fed deals from the stagecoach. So, if I were you and I ran a mortgage company, a regional non-bank or something like that, and I was trying to grow my business, I would start looking at companies like Wells Fargo, Chase, and Quicken and their loan officers as your minor league team. You know, your AA affiliate. And when a loan officer from one of those companies gets good enough to cut it in the majors, like where you're at, call them up and offer them a job. Because with the majors comes a major league salary, and that's huge. So yes, for today, the story on the street is licensing changes have already taken place. It's now put the loan officer in much more control of where they can write loans and to be able to make that move with less pain, right? So here we go. Ready, set, start to recruit.